Hello, and welcome to another update video on Solana. Yeah, we really haven't seen any super exciting price action in the last few days. The parameters we discussed in yesterday's update are unchanged. We're waiting for Solana's next meaningful move. I mean, we didn't really expect much movement over the weekend, right? We also didn't really expect much movement yesterday, given that the stock market was closed, but well, that's changing now. From today, stock market is open again. And we'll see if the market follows the yellow scenario or the short-term bullish white scenario. I will tell you what to watch out for today. We'll talk about in this video about the relevant parameters for today and potentially this week. I think the next move could be very decisive for the next 1 to 2 weeks to come. And yeah, let's talk about why. I mean, first of all, bigger picture-wise, we're still dealing with a potential 5-wave move to the upside here, right? That's unchanged. So we can say that from the April low, we had a 5-wave move to the upside. And then from that 5th wave, we've started potentially a pullback. So we have five waves up that topped around the 14th of May, right? That was like $185. So that means the trend overall is up. I mean, that's been the base case. Looking for upside continuation, absolutely. There's no change, okay? Now we're dealing with some kind of a correction, some kind of a pullback. It's more a high-level consolidation for now. Looks even a little bit like a triangle. I'm not sketching a triangle here on the chart because I know that these often change and transform. But in the yellow scenario, if we really form the top, and I'm going to remove some of the nanostructures here, we don't really need them anymore. If we really form the top in 5 waves, which is the expectation, then we should now be in a pullback, which I think we are. So, I mean, clearly we are. We have seen a first correction after the 14th of May, lasted like 6 days. So then we've seen a 3-wave rally. So that's all corrective, you know. So I read some comments on X yesterday. By the way, make sure you follow us there for additional updates. But people were asking where the correction is, okay? And I said, look, we have been in the correction for basically now nearly a couple of weeks, right? We had a corrective pullback. It's not impulsive, though. It's corrective, best I can tell. And then a corrective rally. I mean, that's, by definition, a correction. They don't always need to be deep. Yeah, you can have 2 types of corrections. You can have a correction over time and over price. At the moment, there is not really enough evidence to suggest that this is a correction over time. Over price, because we haven't seen any break of key levels. Yeah, it just hasn't happened. And then also the move down from the Friday high, 23rd, is not an impulse. It does also look corrective, overlapping, and so on. And now we're pushing higher again, but not very strongly. It's not very exciting what's going on here. Very low volatility at the moment on this chart. But the yellow scenario remains possible and plausible. A wave down, B wave up, and we could now be in a C wave down towards $132 to $143 maybe. This would be, yeah, the C wave down that we are tracking. And again, you know, this could be a wave 1 to the downside, this swing low that formed on Sunday. Maybe we're now working on a 3-wave advance, but the parameters remain unchanged, okay? And at some point we have to say we're at such a small wave degree, it doesn't really make sense to go any smaller. But it's possible that this is now still an unfolding wave 2 bounce in wave C to the downside. So I promised you some parameters. Micro resistance is between $178.91 and $185.76. This is the nearest resistance area I can offer here. Any rejection from this resistance area that is potentially impulsive to the downside or breaks below one of the last swing lows, specifically here the 169.30 level, would be a first indication the 3rd wave down has started. More meaningful would of course be a break break below that Monday 19th of May low, and that is defined at around $159.60. So yeah, overall range-bound movement, and we need a break above the red resistance zone to suggest that the next move up is actually unfolding, right? And that we get like 5 waves up, a 5th wave to the upside in wave 1. Then we get 5 waves up, and then we can say, okay, maybe this is wave 1 of a larger 5-wave move, but the parameters look messy for that one. The internal wave 4 was quite deep. It's possible in a diagonal, could be a leading diagonal of a larger 5-wave move, but I would need minimally a 5-wave move up. I mean, To consider the white count is actually leading, I really need that one more high. Then we can add support for wave 2 in white. That means at the moment the resistance area remains the focus for today, and whether the price can break below or the bears can drive the price below the last swing lows here, the two that I mentioned. That's the update on Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.